Good morning, it's Sketchmonkey here and welcome back to a new video. So the last few years there's been this massive surge of SUVs from mainly sports car brands. Porsche, for example, has the Cayenne, Lamborghini has the Urus, Bentley the Bentayga, Rolls-Royce rolling in with the Cullinan. Aston Martin recently launched its sports SUV called the DBX. Jaguar has the F-Pace, and now we even have a Mustang that fits within the SUV segment, and both Ferrari and Bugatti are set to join this club in 2022. So where is Chevy in all this? Well, they do have the new Blazer and it looks pretty cool, like a Camaro on stilts. But I think Chevy can do better. In order to join the proper sport SUV club, they need something more. And that's why in this video I'm turning a C8 Corvette into a C8 SUV. Alright, so here we go. So why are these brands, in some cases pure sports car manufacturers, all of a sudden decide to make SUVs? What's the point? Well, it's all about following what the market wants. It's simple as that. Car companies today, they can't afford to only sell high-end supercars or limited number of luxury sedans. In order to stay in the game, they need to adjust and listen to what people want. Let's take the Porsche Cayenne for example. It was launched in 2002 and in 2003 it accounted for 43% of all Porsche sales and has been at a steady 50% of sales up until the launch of the Macan, which of course is the second smaller SUV launched by Porsche. Same goes for the Lamborghini Urus, which also stands for around 50% of all Lamborghini sales since launch. Obviously, SUVs are in demand right now and probably will be for a number of years moving forward, with sedans and two-door sports cars being sold less and less. You know, SUVs are a cash cow for manufacturers when even Ferrari and Bugatti decide that they can't be left out, and both of these brands have SUVs scheduled to go on sale in 2022. So, why am I making a Chevy SUV based on such an iconic sports car as the Corvette? Isn't it enough for Chevy to have the Tahoe, Equinox, and Blazer and the like? Well, no. The winning formula here seems to be focusing on the letter S in SUV, namely sport. People don't want a boring soccer mom SUV, they need to be sporty as well. I'm not sure if that's even a thing. Can an SUV be sporty, or is it just the notion that they're based on sports car that makes it appealing? I don't know, and honestly I don't really care, and I doubt the car companies care either. What they care about is sales. And if that means creating something that's perceived as sporty, then so be it. People will buy it. So while Chevy still has a bunch of SUVs on the market already, they haven't done the move of taking a traditionally sporty nameplate and slap it onto an SUV. This of course comes natural to brands that in general are considered sports car manufacturers such as Porsche, Ferrari or Aston Martin. The name of the company itself, it implies that it automatically will be sporty. For Chevy though, this isn't really the case. The reason I think Ford went with the Mustang nameplate for the Mach-E is to automatically bring some sportiness to the car. It's all marketing. Is it risky? Yeah, sure, but I think they made the right move, and I guess we'll find out when it goes on sale. That's the reason I think Chevy needs to do something similar if they want to enter this fairly young market of, let's call it sport plus utility vehicles. That's the reason I think Chevy needs to do something similar if they want to enter this fairly young market of, let's call it sport plus utility vehicles. So what exactly are we doing here? What needs to be done to turn this C8 Corvette into an SUV? I can't just lift it and call it done, since it's obviously a two-door coupe. However cool that might be, I don't think it would sell really well. We need to add a second pair of doors, of course, change the entire roofline, and more importantly, get the proportions right. Proportions can be tricky with SUVs, and especially when based on an existing sports car. It still needs to feel like a Corvette visually, and to me, the front graphics or the face of the car is what's most important to try and preserve as much as possible. Since it's lifted, we also need to add more body to the front, meaning add more mass to fill in the additional height. The side blade or air intake needs to go, since this isn't going to be mid-engined, but I still want to keep the sculpted sides of the C8 in this design. This design to me would compete with the Cayenne Coupe and maybe the Urus when it comes to layout of the package. It still favors looks over interior space for the passengers and luggage with a sloping roof line. The wheels, they still need to be big, but the difference here, since it's an SUV, is that we need to add a bit thicker tires. Small adjustments like that is what makes it look more realistic. So we're coming to an end of this little project here, and all that's left now is some final touches to the design and of course show you the before and the final result. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And that, my friends, is how you turn a Corvette C8 into a Corvette C8 SUV. It turned out pretty cool. And if Corvette ever were to make something like this, I would be okay with it being electric, since that's what Ford did with the Mustang, so it would be kind of a direct competitor to the Mach-E. I had a lot of fun transitioning this C8 Corvette into an SUV. It was more of a weekend sketch just for fun to see what a Corvette SUV could possibly look like. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I'm the Sketch Monkey. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.